Welcome to an MACJC Championship edition of Bulldog Blitz. Gulf Coast came up to Senatobia and beat a rugged Northwest team 22-19 today. We're going to talk with Coach Wright. We're going to talk with defensive lineman Jamie Sheriff, and we're going to talk with state champion quarterback Chance Lovertich while we show you some highlights. And we'll start looking ahead to the national championship game December 5th in Kansas. Stick around. Here on the field with state champion head coach Jack Wright. Jack, how does that sound to you?
Sounds good. Sounds great. Couldn't sound any better.
I was thinking during that second half that I thought maybe the one word to describe this was determination. I thought y'all showed bunches of it.
You're right, Don. There's been some games this year being 10-0 where we kind of lined up and we're just physically better than some teams. And it kind of showed over the course of 4 quarters that we were just a better team. Today that was not the case. Today it was two very evenly matched teams physically. I know enough about their coaching staff to know that those guys were ready to play today, and I know what they do. So I expected nothing less out of this title game.
First half, I thought you kind of battled through some adversity, some of it self-created, and hung in there. Is that kind of what you saw?
Yeah, we just struggled moving the football, and probably that's my fault, Don, just to be honest. Probably could have done a couple of things differently. Looking back at it now, hindsight's 20/20. We probably should have thrown the ball a little bit more early in the game. I think once we got into the second quarter, we kind of were a little bit more aggressive, and that kind of got the offense going. That turn created a little bit of space for the running game, and we were able to blend things a little bit better, but it was tough all day long. I mean, there was never a time where we felt comfortable moving the football. And as you know, I know Coach Parker really well. He runs the defense over here, and I would expect nothing less.
One sign of determination I thought was Austin Bolton's touchdown run. I mean, he had guys draped on him and just kind of manned his way into the end zone.
That's the one thing we talked about at halftime. It was going to take one of our really good athletes to do something special. He did that. And so really going into the end zone, I was pretty comfortable because I knew, what we have under center. I knew the playmakers that we have. I know the defense that we have. So there's never really any sense of panic, I don't think, in the locker room. We just had to play our game. And eventually we got a couple of breaks, and we were able to put some points on the board when it mattered.
The other guy on the offense was Chance. He had a huge scramble. He had some big plays. He made some great throws on third down. I mean, we kind of expected from Chance, but I really thought he took it to another level tonight.
He did. He took it to another level. There's not enough superlatives in the English language to talk about his play in the course of 2 years here, let alone today. There were a couple of times today, especially I think in the third quarter, when we didn't look real good, where he put the team on his back and got a couple of critical plays. The one long run, a little bit out of character for him, but in a championship game, you got to do what you got to do. But just a fantastic game for Chance and a fantastic career at Gulf Coast, and he's got one more game now.
The regulators on the other side of the ball, they were determined all day. They got maybe 3-4 big plays on you, but they were just nails the rest of the time.
You got to give Northwest offensive staff credit again. They had a really good plan against what we do. Again, like I opened with, there's been times this year when that group's just been very difficult to handle physically. Northwest kind of matched us, and so it took a little bit of something in the tank, like you mentioned, Don, in order to be able to come up with big stops when he needed it the most. So it was going to be that kind of game. We knew it coming in, but you're right, our defense, especially in the fourth quarter, I mean, they just rose up.
And this was a game, like every time I kind of looked over to the sideline, I saw a guy nicked up a little bit. Y'all's depth really came into play. You had to kind of go down the depth chart at some positions, and I thought that is another strength of this team.
Yeah, I feel like all year, Don, me and you have talked about it. We have a deep roster. We've got guys we can go to, especially at certain positions, that there's really no drop-off, if any drop-off at all. So just a blessing that those guys kind of buy in and know that even though they're not starting the game, they're going to come in and play and produce just as much as somebody else. But only one guy can start. So you got to give the kids credit for kind of buying into not coming in first, but coming in and playing great. So, but yeah, you're right. I'm not sure exactly what the injury situation is, just getting off the field. But we did have some guys that got pulled off.
December 5th is now a big day on our calendar, national championship game out in Kansas. Wait until results tomorrow, and when the poll comes out Monday to see who we might play. What are your thoughts about going to play for a national championship?
I really don't have any. When I tell you that I've been focused completely on this game, and that's the honest truth, Don. I mean, I know every coach says that, but really I'm just kind of in a exhale mode right now. You can bet your bottom dollar that any team that makes it to the national title is going to be good, whoever it is, whether it's somebody off the East Coast or another league, I don't know. But if they've come this far and won this many games and their kids are made of the right stuff, it'll be a tough battle. I think the message to our team is let's just be professionals for the next 4 weeks. Let's take care of our body and get healthy and take care of our academics and make sure there's no distractions for the next month as we get ready to go play.
Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you, Don. Appreciate that.
Here on the field with Terry High School's own Jamie Sheriff, defensive lineman, a sophomore. Jamie, who's your little friend there?
This state championship, we worked pretty hard for it.
It was a battle out there today, probably the toughest game y'all have had all season. What did y'all have to do to pull this one out?
We just came out, fought hard second half. We just gave up a few big plays, had to capitalize on it. What kind of helped y'all seize the momentum there in the second half? We just came through big. We pressed on it all along. We knew it was going to be a tough, hard fight battle. We just pulled through in the end.
What'd you see from y'all's offense today?
They played a good game. They came in when we need them. They succeeded good.
So you're state champion now here in about less than a month. Go to Kansas. What are y'all looking forward to out there, national championship game?
Same thing we've been doing all season. Play hard, play well, practice hard, and we'll come out with the dub.
Congratulations, Jamie.
Appreciate it.
Here on the field with Gulf Coast quarterback Chance Lovertich, sophomore from Jackson Prep. Chance, who's your little friend right there?
This is a state championship. This is all the hard work we put in and just all them countless hours in the summer running routes. I mean, there's no telling how many times routes on air, just everything. I mean, this is all the hard work put out, and this means everything to our team right here.
I think the word for the day was determination there in the second half. I thought y'all's team showed tremendous amounts of determination.
Yeah, I mean, and they were a good team, and we knew that coming in. I mean, they were kind of covering some of our stuff, and we just kind of had to improvise, make some plays, and that just shows the heart on this team. And it's just, we have a really special group. I mean, I could go on for days talking about them, but this is a special group we have, and I just knew there was no way we were losing that game. There was no way the defense was going to let up and let them score with 2 minutes left. I just knew it. I had faith in those guys.
You had a long scramble, converted a third down. What was kind of going through your mind, and what did you do on that play?
I mean, really before that, we did not have much work in, and I just actually before that drive, Tim Stewart, the dude that's hurt, and I can't go on and on about that guy ever since he's been out helping this team out, but he was like, man, step up a little bit and, just take what they give you, and that's exactly what I did right there, and just we had to improvise, they were covering good, so I stepped up, made a play, and just worked out.
There was another third down. You converted a pass kind of over the shoulder going to the far sideline. You remember that play? What happened on that one?
We had a little rub route where it means a little post, kind of two dudes crossing each other. We were just trying to get them to kind of run into each other, and it worked out perfectly. Hit it Bracey over there on the sideline.
What'd you see from the regulators today? They were really good.
I saw heart out of those guys, and I saw dudes that responded when they faced adversity. And I mean, really this year, that defense, they faced adversity, but in terms of being down, and those dudes came back and responded, and that shows the heart on this team. It just shows the heart.
You got a few weeks to prepare. What does having a chance to go play for a national championship mean?
It means everything to us. I mean, our first goal was obviously this one right here, and then we know that our season isn't over. We want that national championship ring, and we know if we slipped up on that one, we'd be very disappointed. We dreamed about this trophy right here and that national championship trophy.
State champion Chance Lovertich. Congratulations, Chance.
Thank you, Mr. Nye.
Now, here's what a great champion does. He remains humble. You've got a lot of eyeballs on you during the microscope right now. Do you understand that? Yes, sir. You be the man that you want a young man to be. Show them how to act right. You got that? Be a humble champion. Look at, I love each and every one of you. That took everybody on this team to pull that off. Chance, and we're going to Kansas. Yeah!
Austin Bolton is the Primerica Player of the Game for the Bulldogs' 22-19 MACJC Championship win at Northwest. Bolton ran 23 times for 116 yards and the game-winning touchdown. Primerica is committed to helping Main Street families save and invest for their short-term and long-term goals, providing life insurance and investment opportunities through mutual funds, managed investments, annuities, and business retirement plans. Contact Mike Landrum to learn more about Primerica at 601-268-0805 or at primerica.com/mlandrum, or contact your local Primerica office. Congrats to Austin Bolton, tonight's Primerica Player of the Game.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Bulldog Blitz. We'll have a lot of great content on MGCCCBulldogs.com leading up to the National Championship game next month. And follow us at MGCCC Bulldogs on all the social media channels. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.